สวัสดีนะคะก็เดินทางมาจากขอนแก่นค่ะก็แต่วันนี้คือเตรียมตัวเป็นภาษาอังกฤษเพราะไม่แน่ใจว่าบนพาเนลจะเป็นการพูดด้วยภาษาไทยดังนั้นจะคงขอออริจินัลของตัวเองนะคะเพราะว่าทราบว่าได้มีการเตือนว่าถ้าหากว่ามีการวิพากษ์วิจารณ์เกี่ยวกับสถาบันกษัตริย์จะไม่มีการแปลดังนั้นจะขอพูดเองค่ะก็I ambassador the Canadian ambassador and British ambassadors สวัสดีค่ะ good evening so thank you to invite me here so I came from Khon like you outsider of Bang it seemed like I'm an outsider of Bangkok but I was in Bangkok for 20 years, and I worked in mainstream media before. I know how to I know the temper of working in mainstream media. So I want to speak out in English because I don't want to get censored by some people that. Because they warned me before, if I criticize the monarchy or the royal family, they won't translate. So I use my mouth to explain to you. Sorry. And I feel warm though when I came back to the club because I was a member of the club for 2 years. So tonight it seemed like I came home, like I feel warm and so many see so many friends here, and I'm gonna give you 2 ideas of my experience and the solution of Thai media to get freedom our back to the country, to our platform. So the first one is I need to say thank you to international media. Like since the coup happened in 2014, like we had been working in in military rules, and back to the coup happened, I worked at Thai PBS as a senior journalist. At that time, the military shut down our TV station. We need to move from the mainstream media to from TV platform to YouTube. So that's why I disagree with Kun Banjong that he said in the last 16 years, we had freedom. Totally, in my opinion, we didn't have freedom at all. Especially in my TV station in Thai PBS, in the studio, there were some soldiers were watching our shows, and some soldiers need to look up our TV script, and in the editing room or in the meeting room, we need to deal with soldiers, deal with so many generals to come to visit us. But to my experience, after 1 year after the coup, I was a manager producer. About 1 year after the coup documentary, I produced for 3 EPs. You know what happened at that time? We set up a big team to produce a documentary. But at that time, there were some rumors that if we produce something criticize the government or criticize the coup maker, they're gonna shut down our TV station again. So I got so much pressure from my colleagues that they asked me that, oh, can you stop working on this story because they're gonna shut it they're gonna shut TV station down again because Thai PBS got budget from the government, right? So at that time I got so much pressure, and then my colleagues left the team. If we count that at the time, there were 10 people were working on the documentary. But just only me need to finish the documentary. So that's why I said in the last 7 years we didn't have freedom. I would say after the coup happened, they released so many rules that control us, it's called order, right? Military orders that control the mainstream media. So after I left Thai PBS 1.5 years ago and work with Isan Record, I feel relief that because Isan Record is an alternative media and we produce both Thai and English. So but I still got some problem because I do not control my passions that I want to use my freedom. It happened just two weeks. Last month, after I interviewed a leader of the protest. His name is Anon Nampa. He's a lawyer. So I asked him about, we did Facebook broadcasting. I asked him why do you want to reform the monarchy? He explained in the in normal way. And the last question was that I asked him that if you have a chance to discuss with the King Rama X, what you gonna say? And he said that I want to ask him to fix his behavior. So I said after that, Isan Records office got some visit. You know who? The authorities. Some soldiers, some police officers came to our office. I didn't meet them by myself, but my team, talked with them and blah blah blah. And one thing that they want to know is, who are you? What is Isan Record belong for, and why you need to criticize the monarchy? To me, I didn't criticize the monarchy. I just do my job as a journalist, asking questions. So that's why I said I need to say thank you to international media. For example, Jonathan Haidt, he is here, and so many colleagues here. They worked so hard after the coup happened. If Thailand didn't have international media, I think we will be in a cave, because Thai journalists are not brave enough to report about what's going on and what happened in Thailand. So that's why I said, is it time to ask Thai journalists to be more brave? Or do you need to take responsibility to the Thai society? For example, I need to criticize my former TV station again, because they got money from tax. They need to expand some space for any size, red chairs, yellow chairs, the Thai Pakdi or whatever, to resolve the problem. Because when the students are really asking for their better life in the future, why don't do that as well? Is it our future as well, right? So we know what is the problem in our country. But why don't we do our job as a journalist, asking questions? And to me, though, if I have a chance to interview the king or interview the royal family, that would be great to my experience as a journalist. You know, I feel jealous that Johnny Miller, he is not here. That he just pop up and showed his microphone in front of the king, and he got his answer. That's I just feel like I need to be there. I would love to do that as well, but for Thai traditional journalists, we never thought about that because we need to follow old fashion of journalists. We need to respect to the queen, to the king, or maybe we need to concern about Le Majesty Law 112 article or whatever. So that's why we never get over and we never escape from the cave. Now I think we are still in the cave. Whenever we get over it,
we love you all the same.
Yeah, that was a good answer. We love them all the same. I want to ask that question too. I want to hear that by my ears. But in fact, why international media need to take our task? It should be Thai journalists do that, right? So Johnny,
taking a day off. I'm sorry.
So after I saw the clip that produced by Johnny Miller, I just called him directly. Like, I feel jealous. I want to be there. I want to be your producer. I just want to use my freedom of expression. So to me now, I get overwhelmed. I'm not scared. I'm not living in the land of fear anymore. I just feel that we need to do our tasks, and we need to do as much as we can. And one thing though, I think the solution of getting out from this situation is mainstream media. I'm asking for mainstream media to do their job and take responsibility by open space to emphasize that if they want space. And the second one is I think this one is just normal. I want to send a message to the government that you shouldn't interfere with the freedom of media, because we are working our job. Whenever we ask questions, you need to respond. You need to answer our questions, because we are working, we are asking for the people, not just private company. And last but not least, I believe that I gonna read it because I don't want to make mistakes. I believe that we cannot be a democratic country if the media is weak. A strong press is a key part of democracy. So even Isan record had been monitored closely by authority, but we need to tell you we are doing our job as journalists. Thank you.